Today we're taking a look at one of the most notorious cars in the aftermarket car scene, a car where people modify it to no end, or maybe there is an end. It's never good to be starting off with a piston in your hand. Now this one might not be from Zach's STI that we're taking a look at today, but it's from our good friend Trace, who keeps it as a paperweight on his desk as a reminder on why you need to watch the ultimate buyer's guide to the Subaru STI. Let's take a look.
Looks good, I think. I don't know. There's enough tires on it.
Hey Mike, how come your wheels aren't on yet?
Well, you see, I ordered them off of Fitment Industries, but then I got my tires elsewhere, and I'm still waiting on my tires to come in.
Mike, you should have packaged your wheels with tires. Not only would you have saved a lot of money, but they mount, balance, and ship them right to your door for free. You could have put them right on your car.
Yeah, I probably should have done that, obviously. I'm guessing that's what you did.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Are you kidding me? They just said my tire's gonna be delayed another 2 days.
That sucks.
I should have packaged.
So, if you're watching this video, you probably recently picked up an STI, or maybe you're considering it. Again, this is probably one of the ultimate platforms for tuner cars, getting into modifying, because the aftermarket scene is insane. And Fitment Industries, you know, wheel tire suspension, let's get into that right away. So coming down to the beautiful wheels, we have the Advan Racing TC-4s. In my opinion, these look absolutely phenomenal on the car. They're 18 by 9.5 plus 35 square setup, because you're running all-wheel drive on this baby, as you should already know. But these wheels really complement the car, fill out the wheel wells nice. One thing to note, Zach has his fenders rolled.
Yeah, some people go for the baseball bat, but I went for the home improvement.
So that way it makes some room for these Toyo R888s. Now this is a very expensive tire, but if you're looking for traction, this is the name of the game. These are gonna do it very high end. A little bit of roid noise. I want a triple onion cheese on way! But that's not what the point of these is. It's to get some sticky boys planted to the ground. That's 255, 35, 18 on the tires. Again, I think this is a really solid setup for the STI, and you have that 5x114.3 bolt pattern. So if you're looking at different wheels, the world is your option. That's the most common bolt pattern out there. I'm telling you, if you want to modify these cars, these are the ones to do it. Or are they? So speaking about modding, we get over to the engine bay. Now this is Zach's daily driver, but he sure does love to do some spirited driving, so he wanted to make sure that it was fun. We have an AEM intake paired with a MAPerformance downpipe and Catback exhaust, which gives that beautiful Subi rumble if you're into that type of thing. Another thing to note, as long as we're here, because you can see the top hats, he's running Fortune Auto coilovers, which are fantastic. They're great for daily driving, yet having that spirited driving too on the weekends if you're down for that. Phenomenal coilovers, they ride super well, and they're completely adjustable. Now, one big thing with Subarus is the reliability while modifying them. Something you have to watch out for is those off-the-shelf tunes, or modding the engine all up and then not getting the car tuned. That can blow these things. Like we talked about earlier with Trey's piston that I started off the video with, these things can be finicky. The good news with the STI models is your transmission's gonna hold up, unlike the WRX.
How's the trans holding up?
Literally coined the glass transmission. You're getting that upgraded from the factory with that, but again, you're gonna be kind of finicky with the mods. However, Zach's been daily driving this, has these tasteful, subtle mods done, a good tune, and it's been running pretty damn good for him. And Zach has a few tasteful cosmetic mods done. As you can see, he has the Aeroflow rear diffuser, that's the V2 one. He has Aeroflow side skirts, a Subi Speed F1 brake light, an OLM rear wing gurney flap, a no-name front lip, and all this stuff is just very subtle that makes the car's, you know, standard features kind of pop and stand out a little bit more. Again, this is his daily driver, so he didn't want to go with anything too crazy, but it allows the car to have a little bit more aggressiveness to it, and it looks a little more sharp, you know what I'm saying? It's aggressive, it doesn't look stock. It kind of personalizes the car. All right, so let's take this thing for a little bit of a beat run. Start her up here. Get that Subi rumble. that JDM chime. Get her all clicked in here. But yeah, here, I'll roll down the windows a little bit. Let's see if you can pick this up. I want to hear. It's actually pretty damn loud. Now, I don't know about you. I think the Subi Rumble is a specific taste, you know, kind of like sushi or something like that. Like, not everyone likes it, but the people that do like it love it and are obsessed with it. I feel that's similar to the Subi Rumble. Now, again, like we were talking about, MAPerformance, Catback exhaust with downpipe really opened this thing up. And like, we're not even in the high RPMs, but you can hear that thing. Woo! All right, I'm gonna roll up the window so we don't get any of that wind noise, but I wanted you guys to appreciate that a little bit. So, the 2017 Subaru WRX STI, aka the newest generation, has some pros and cons. When I talked to Zach about it, because he's owned this car for a while and he drives it every day when he's not driving his Evo 10, he uses the Subaru as the daily, the Evo as the fun car. I don't know if that tells you something right there, but he says the Subaru has been a phenomenal daily. It's really fun for him, especially in the winter. Subaru's all-wheel drive system is really good. He has a blast driving it in the snow. Really good stuff like that. So yeah, all-wheel drive and turbocharged in a tuner. There's not like an absolute buttload of options out there. That's why the STI is one of the main ones, because it does do it well for the most part. Obviously, you hear a lot about the reliability issues with these cars, which when you go for big power on a lot of cars, you're gonna run into reliability issues, but it seems the STIs just have more issues than most. So something to keep in mind when you're going, you know, like if you're considering a big turbo build and stuff like that, you might have to have some deep pockets and be willing to have a backup engine on standby, or be willing to work on this one once it goes. You know, it's just kind of inevitable. Now, if you're keeping this more of just like a daily driver, something with a little bit of power to still have fun, but not blow the doors off of everything you race, you're gonna get a lot more reliability out of it. Interiors are kind of lackluster. A lot of plastics, a lot of basic touchscreen stuff. But the newest generation STI at the moment has, oh Jesus Christ. The newest generation STI at the moment, it's not bad, it's not great, it's nothing phenomenal, but it gets the job done. If you're not too worried about the interior having all the latest up-to-date stuff, you're not gonna mind. I mean, it has Bluetooth, you got AC, you got cup holders, you can change it from sport to sport sharp, all that kinds of stuff. You know, you can change the diff even in the STIs, which is interesting. Another con to bring up is, and especially if you're thinking about it from a daily driver aspect, your MPG. This is an all-wheel drive turbocharged car that, because it makes fun noises, you're gonna be into the pedal more than your Ford Taurus. Zach right now is averaging 19 miles per gallon. And that's pretty much what you're gonna expect out of these. They're gonna sound good, it's gonna be fun, you're gonna wanna do some pulls because it's just fun enough. But that's gonna bring your gas mileage down, especially with the all-wheel drive system. So if that's something you're worried about or into, or you have a long commute, you might wanna think about it. Now, although I think these new Subarus are pretty sharp looking and good, they are heavier than the previous generations. Nothing that's gonna be absolutely insane, but I mean, if you're going full race car mode, that's something to consider. Another con that Zach said specifically when I asked him was, most of the compliments that he gets are from young children with flat-brimmed hats and vapes that say, "Nice Subi, bro." So that's something to look forward to, or maybe not look forward to if you're picking one up. So some common modifications done to these, other than the ones that we mentioned. You're gonna see some Artisa Knights, Artisa Titans on these cars, our very own in-house wheel brand. You're gonna see BC Racing coilovers and Fortunatos like we talked about. If you like air ride, they obviously make air ride for this. Airlift suspension 3P would be my go-to. But you're also gonna see Enkis, Koenigs, Ram lights, everything in between because of that 5x114 114.3 bolt pattern. You can use the gallery if you're looking for your next setup. That's a pro tip because you're gonna find everything that you want in there. Another mod that you're gonna see besides the performance stuff is a COBB Accesport. They're super nice. If you never had one that plugs into your OBD2 port, usually have a little mount for it as well, like Zach does, and then you're able to read everything off there, your air-fuel ratio, your boost, you can data log, and it makes it super easy. You can upload your tunes. They're extremely convenient. They're a little expensive off the bat. You're usually paying around $300 to $500, depending if you're getting a used or a new one. But they're extremely nice to have, and with a car like this, just like my Focus ST, it's almost like a necessity to have. Like, it's like one of the first things you buy is a COBB Accesport, because it reads everything for your car. They're super nice to have. Enough jibber jabber though. Let's get on this just a little bit, just to feel how she pulls. Woo! See, and it's just like Zach said, it's enough power to have fun, but it's nothing crazy. It's not like jarring. Now, the last car we reviewed was the 10th gen Honda Civic Si. Definitely pulls more than that, but you're definitely paying more than a Honda Civic Si too. Coming in, you know, these cars are expensive in that $30,000 to $40,000 range. They're not cheap, so you have to really want it. In my opinion, if you love everything about Subaru, you love the all-wheel drive, you love the noise it makes, you love the modability, you're not too concerned about the reliability because you know you're going to take care of it, I think it is an absolutely fantastic car to pick up. Now, I know we like to rag on them. The Subi jokes are always going. That'll never end. But we make fun of them because we love them. There's a lot to love about these cars. One thing too, the handling has just been insane. It feels so good on the road. And I mean, I'm sure that's a combination of the R888s paired with those Fortune auto coilovers that just make this feel like it's on rails. But those are some great mods to do right away to just make this car feel fantastic and feel alive. The shifter feels really good. Obviously, you got a 6-speed transmission, and again, the STIs have that upgraded transmission compared to the WRX, so that should be good to go too. Don't quote me on that though. It's not the Dakota warranty because I still don't trust these things as far as I can throw them, but I enjoy seeing them. I enjoy hearing them. I enjoy going to car shows and people doing them all up. I enjoy seeing them on the track. They're great cars if you mod them right. And just keep in the back of your mind, it could blow up. That's my advice. All right, so let's get her backed up here. Did I park like a total jackass?
No, you're good.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll keep this in the video, I don't care. I'm gonna straighten it out. I don't wanna be a typical Subaru owner. We're gonna park this thing nice. Got the backup camera, hell yeah. It's actually a pretty nice backup camera. But, again, the 2017 Subaru STI, or the newest generation, there's a lot of options in that price range, so you really gotta decide if it's for you. Now, I can sit and talk about the STI all day long, but I think the biggest thing for you to do is to get out there and test drive one for yourself. Go to a car meet, find one you really like and ask for a ride along. Go to a dealership if you're looking to pick one up and get a test drive. Compare it to the Evo, compare it to the Type R, because they're all fantastic cars in that similar price range. I think if you want a Subaru, you gotta be about all the Subaru things. And that means the pros, like the Subi Rumble, the fantastic hard lines, the heritage of the rally. You gotta be about all that, but you gotta be about the cons as well. You got the cheap, plasticky interior that just seems to be there always. You got the overweightness. And trust me, I know all about that. And then you have that detrimental engine blow up issues, and you gotta be about that. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. At the Civic Si one, you guys let me know that you can, in fact, turn off the blinker in the mirror and you don't gotta have it in the dash. So I'm sure I missed some stuff here. I wanna hear about it, let me know. And then all the wheels, tires, and suspension mentioned in this episode, fitmentindustries.com as always. Also make sure to check out MAPerformance for the exhaust and the performance parts. They'll get you hooked up. I don't know about these things, man, but I do like how it sounds. Blow-off valve was pretty fucking sick. Subi Rumble, it's growing on me.